Hi, this is Bhuvna Rajaram again and happy to present again another video segment in the entire suite of body series of English videos. If you may recall, I had already presented idioms that dealt with hair, then there was forehead, then there was eyes, nose, then cheeks, lips, mouth, neck as well. And moving down, I am presenting in this video segment shoulders. I have about 8 idioms that use the word shoulders in very fascinating and intriguing ways. So the first one is carry the weight on one's shoulders. So what does that mean? It means someone who acts and behaves like as though the entire responsibility of the world is on your shoulders, right? Often enough, there are situations when we are stressed out and we go about with a long face, and that's when we are referred to as people who are carrying the weight on our shoulders, right? So it means somebody who behaves like as though the entire responsibility is residing there with them, right? That is number one, carrying the weight of the world on one's shoulders. The second one is give cold shoulder or get cold shoulder. You can get or give cold shoulder. Cold shoulder is when you ignore someone, when you neglect a particular situation, that's when the word cold shoulder comes into place. So, a couple of examples here would be I had walked into the party, but somehow my friends gave me the cold shoulder, and none of them stepped up and came forward to speak with me, right? So that is getting cold shoulder. How do you give cold shoulder? She came to the she came to my house, but I was so angry with her because of the fight that we'd had a few weeks back. So I just gave her the cold shoulder and walked into my room and closed the door. Right? That is giving cold shoulder. The third one is have a chip on one's shoulders. When you say someone is having a chip on one's shoulder, is they're carrying a grudge. They're unhappy about something. They can be provoked. They're angry about something, and it's like boiling inside them. And with the slightest provocation, they burst out. So someone who acts and behaves in that way, where he or she seems very angry about a particular thing or a situation or a person, then this phrase, having a chip on one's shoulders, can be used. And another example here would be, ever since he was denied promotion, he seems to be carrying a chip on his shoulders. So I'm really feeling bad to go and speak to him because he seems to be pulling a long face, right? So that is carrying a chip, having a chip on one's shoulders. Head and shoulders above. Head and shoulders above is someone who's pretty much superior from the rest of the crowd. For instance, you could say the cricket coach that my son works with is definitely head and shoulders above the rest of the cricketing coach of the community, right? So someone who's really cut above, I mean, whose style of working, whose quality is much better than the rest of the people, right? That is head and shoulders. On someone's shoulders, I think this must be very obvious for you. When you say it lies on someone's shoulder, it is their particular responsibility. The prospect of seeking a house for us lies on his shoulders, so it's his responsibility. He has to kind of complete the act and give us provide the results. So that is on someone's shoulders. Rub shoulders with is also a very often used expression which uses the word shoulder. Rubbing shoulders means you hobnob with somebody, you mix and mingle and interact with someone. So an example here would be, I had gone to the party the other day. It was filled with celebrities and artists, and I had the opportunity to rub shoulders with some of the celebrities that I've only read about, but had an opportunity to rub shoulders with them in the party, right? That is rubbing shoulders. The last one that I had was straight from the shoulder. So, straight from the shoulder is when someone speaks to you very directly, when someone is frank, outright, and doesn't beat around the bush. That style of speaking, that kind of behavior is referred to as straight from the shoulders. My boss came up to me and spoke straight from the shoulder when he told us that there's going to be pay cuts and there's going to be no promotions this year owing to the pandemic problems. Right? So, these are the eight shoulder based English idioms that I had in this segment. Hope you found them useful. Take care and bye bye.